What up, boxing world? You already know what it is. It's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? We are here. We are here live, guys. So I think everything should be running okay. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Guys, listen, man. There's so much going on in the boxing world right now. So much to talk about. Listen, we already know we got Manny Pacquiao versus Broner, right, going down this weekend. We got a lot of talk between Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia going down in March. Guys, found out that Jeff Horn has sent an offer to Brook to fight Brook in the UK. Listen, man, just off initial thoughts, that's not a bad fight, man. That could be a pretty good fight. Jeff Horn versus Brook in his own backyard. We will see if that fight materializes, guys. And also, Frank Warren said that the rematch between Wilder and Fury, if it should take place before June, and it would not be in California. Looks like right now the leading candidate for the rematch is Las Vegas. So by Frank Warren saying that he expects the fight be before June and in the USA, but not in California, to me that makes me think that they're going to try to make the bigger bang for their buck and probably do this in Las Vegas, which has shown always to be a pretty good city for boxing. Guys, thank you for all those get a chance to come. I really appreciate it. This is your boy T-Dub, what's blazing in sports. If you give me a second, I want to make sure YouTube is running okay. Just running, not freezing up on me. And I'm going to go there real quick. Let's see. If it's all good, guys, then we'll get everything tick-tocking and rocking. You know, let me try this. Hold on. Hope this doesn't freeze me up if it is running. Let's go to view on page. Well, you probably know this on Las Vegas. Bam. Okay. Alright, so it is showing okay. Lakeisha, aka Bob, said that's what's blazing, man. What's going on, man? Absolutely, man. There's a lot going on right now, Bob, in the boxing world, man. So much. Like I said, man, some key things came through. I had to jot it down. I got so much I want to talk about, guys. Jeff Horn versus Brook. Listen, man. Yes, we saw Terrence Crawford put hands, feet, elbows, and everything else on Jeff Horn. But remember, man, Terrence Crawford is a special fighter, knows how to utilize his feet, angles, to set up for punches. Brook is a very good boxer, but to be honest, Brook doesn't use his feet to get away from people. Brook is a big welterweight, and Jeff Horn is a big welterweight. I think I'm freezing just a little bit. Let me cut this off. Jeff Horn is a big welterweight himself, right? So we don't know where this fight is going to take place at. I know one thing Jeff Horn said a while ago, he'll fight anyone from 147 to 160. So I think that's a good match, man. And honestly, I don't think Brook is going to put hands and feet on Jeff Horn like Terrence Crawford did. Styles makes fights. Style makes fights. The same way that Amir Khan could make it interesting against Terrence Crawford because his speed, and Terrence Crawford is not known for being a KO puncher. But if Amir Khan fights Spence Jr., most people know Spence Jr. has that power, and it's going to be a matter of time before he goes night-night, right? And that's not saying less about Terrence Crawford, because when you talk about Terrence Crawford versus Spence Jr., now you're back to a 50-50 fight. Style makes fights, man, and Jeff Horn versus Brook. Jeff Horn versus Brook, that could be a banger, man. Listen, Jeff Horn is going to try to come forward and put everything he got in Brook. Brook doesn't really utilize his feet a lot, you know, sideways and shifty. But he is crafty with center punches. He does got good powers himself, and he got good combination. I think that's a very interesting matchup. We will see if Brook takes it. Now, one of the things that could be holding it up is Jeff Horn has fought on ESPN, so I'm not sure if he's 100% with Top Rank or how that relationship is. Will that cause some issue with either fighting on ESPN or fighting on the Zone or wherever that Eddie Hearn ended up putting a fight? Guys, let me know, what do you think about that, all right? Listen, it was so much going on. I had to make a sticky note, guys. All this says is Jeff Horn versus Brook. Horn since offer. You know, it's just so much, and I know I freestyle everything, so like, well, at least get some reminders of what I want to talk about. This one, Frank Warren, expect fight between before June, rematch in the USA, but not in California, which makes me think about Vegas. Guys, and I also hear that Eddie Hearn sent an offer to Tyson Fury as well. So honestly, I believe Eddie Hearn sent an offer to Tyson Fury. He probably sent a stupid amount of money. You know, maybe he just want to break up the fight between Wilder and Fury by offering a lot more money. Remember, they do throw money at fighters the same way they threw money at Charles Demigod Martin. Charles Demigod Martin didn't really beat anybody for the title he had. Then the guy that he did beat for had an injury in that fight, which means he won by default. And then you pay this guy $9 million to come over to the UK basically to sell the title. Here's a man that says that Demigod Martin, Charles Martin, I call him Demigod Martin, said that I'm going to step right over you. I'm going to walk right over you. I walk this earth like a god. And like Bob said, that instead of him walking over Anthony Joshua like he's a god, he laid down and allowed Anthony Joshua to walk over him. Man, like I said, man, this is a really good day for boxing, man. Thank you guys for coming. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe now, guys. Help your boy get over the 1,000 mark. Let's grow as a unit, guys. What's blazing the sports? We're what's blazing the sports. Giving what's hot in the news when it's hot, when it's fresh out the kitchen. Woo! You already know this is like grandma's kitchen. Doesn't even matter what she's fixing because you know whatever comes out that kitchen is going to be good. And that is what's blazing the sports. Let me go back here, guys. I know it's freezing up a little bit, so let me do something. Go back to the channel like anybody trying to get with the mic, right? Okay, listen. Guys, what's all right? I can see it on here. AJ Jones in the building. What's up, AJ Jones, man? Having I don't know if maybe I seen you maybe a little while ago. I know you've been in and out a little bit. Shout out to AJ Jones, man. We are talking boxing, man. Like we said, we got whatever's on the table. I'm a freestyle. If somebody come in the chat and want to talk about Fury, Wilder, Spence, Pacquiao, Kell Brook, Jeff Horn, Kell Brook, Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn became famous for the fight with Pacquiao and for it being a controversial decision. That right there, right now, would always get Jeff Horn into fights. His best come up with a fight against Pacquiao, wasn't no matter how you thought about it, and that opened doors for him. But when he fought the likes of Terence Crawford, he didn't quite look so good. Terence Crawford reminded Jeff Horn that you got more holes in your defense than Swiss cheese, and I'm going to expose them all. One shot at a time. But, like I said, man, Kell Brook doesn't use his legs like that. We will see how much Kell Brook has in the tank, and can Jeff Horn really take the fight in the UK. AJ said, Pac-Man going to beat the wheels off for Broner. Listen, man, we can go right into the, as you see, I got the banner right there, guys. And I think what I'm going to start doing when I get a chance to do a video live, and it's not a specific subject, I'm going to use my What's Blazing logo and maybe add some more things to it, guys. Like I got Pacquiao and Broner right here, and you see I got Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. And guys, you already know when you see that, let's talk about it. All right, so Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. First instinct comes to mind is Manny Pacquiao. But he's 40. He's 40. Does he still has what it takes to pull it off? First thing comes to mind on most people's mind about Adrian Broner is inconsistent. You never, he's a box of chocolate. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get. AB, you know, always bowling about billions, about bacon, about bond when they lock me up. Mark was up. Mark in the building. Mark said Crawford versus Khan. I got Crawford. Yes, I got Crawford. I got Crawford, but I think Amir Khan can make it very interesting. He can make because Crawford has not shown that killer instinct power. Yes, he got popped. Yes, he's going to eventually catch up with you. I think Amir Khan, it'll take a little bit, man. It's going to take a little bit because Terence Crawford, as crafty as he is, and he's crafty, he can switch back and forth between southpaw and orthodox. But Terence Crawford does get caught with shots, man. And it's going to take him a few rounds to get used to Amir Khan's speed. But guys, with that being said, Crawford could counter in the middle of Khan punching. The bad thing about Amir Khan is, yes, he got speed, but he doesn't really move his head. There's no different angles with it. It's ha, 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 ha. Everything is here real fast, and his head really doesn't move. So if Terence Crawford could maybe hook and roll under it, shit, it could be an early night for your boy, Amir Khan. Amir Khan, Amir Khan. Where the Magic Man says, salute T-Dub, I'm listening while I'm cooking dinner, multitasking, but I'm here supporting. Absolutely, thank you, Will Magic Man. Hey, let me know what you cooking, man. Hey, you got the skills in the kitchen? What you cooking on? AJ said Crawford, but Khan has a chance. Yes, yeah. Listen, that's what I'm saying, man. It's gonna take, because Khan does have that stupid speed, man, and we could look on TV, you know, and I'm a guy that. I still sport now. I may sport today. When you look on the outside in, and this is live, he's not quite that fast. And then you get in there, and them punches that you see are not sideways, second-hand view. You get a first-hand view, and they coming right at you. They are a lot faster, man. They are a lot faster. And like I said, Khan versus Terence Crawford fight is a better fight than Amir Khan versus Errol Spence Jr. Because Errol Spence Jr. has the punches that can really, really, really hurt Amir Khan. But Terence Crawford, we haven't seen that killer instinct power, but we do know he's a great boxer. He fights with angles. He can switch to southpaw to orthodox, and that alone is going to make it very difficult for Amir Khan. Amir Khan is faster than Terence Crawford. Don't get it twisted. These are not braids or dreadlocks. Don't get it twisted. Amir Khan is faster than Terence Crawford, and let his hands fly a lot faster than Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has a damn good jab, really good timing, really good movement, and will set traps. And he'll put a little bait on that trap. Put a little bait on that trap, right? And he's going to hope that Amir Khan going to be that little mouse walking around, pausing and sniffing, looking for food, and takes the bait. And at that point, when Terence Crawford really cracking with a good shot, and we all knew it, how well Amir Khan takes that lick will tell us how the fight's going to go. Black Horse Promotions in the building. Shout out Black Horse Promotions. Said Crawford don't have killing instincts. I think he does have killing instincts. I think Terence Crawford is a monster. I think a lot of times people don't see Terence Crawford talking a lot, but to me, Terence Crawford demeanor, this guy is, man. Terence Crawford, he wants to go out there and put hands and feet on you. Terence Crawford wants, like when he fought a southpaw one time, and the southpaw stands the whole time, and they asked him, why did you do it? Why did you not switch to orthodox? He said, because I wanted to. Basically, he wanted to beat a southpaw fighter at his own game. Terence Crawford is cocky, and he has that killer instinct. Terence Crawford has that killer instinct. Absolutely, he does. Mark says, we'll imagine, man, brother, what's up? Absolutely, man. So that's a good fight. And like I said, anybody that's just joining the table, we're going to talk about all of it. I got a little bit of time today. I'm actually working from home. Man, dog, my car broke down, so I had to put it in the shop, and I'm just hoping that they tell me it's not going to kill me. You know, I don't trust mechanics. I don't trust them, man. I don't trust them. And hoping they can get it fixed today. All right, haven't heard nothing yet, and it's already 1:14 Central Time. But like I said, guys, Jeff Horn issued a challenge to Kell Brook to fight Kell Brook in the UK. That is a good fight. Frank Warren has said that he expects the rematch between Fury and Wilder to go down before June in the USA. So a lot of people think in the UK looks like they're going to go with the most money. The USA and probably Vegas. That's not confirmed. What is confirmed is it won't be California. All right. Maybe they don't like the decision. Maybe they realize that we can make more money in Vegas, or maybe New York. You know what I'm saying? Vegas probably be the bigger choice. Everyone wants to fight there. All right. Will the Magic Man, did I read that? Let's see. Great to see you in here supporting T-Dub. Absolutely. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate the support, man. What a magic, man. Let me know what you're burning in the kitchen, man. What are you burning in the kitchen? All right. Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. Are we going to get, that's the thing about when you think about Adrian Broner. Are you going to get a consistent Adrian Broner, right? Are you going to get an Adrian Broner that's going to go out there and throw more punches? Not be stupid. Broner can't go out there and fight like a Miracon because he get knocked out. If he goes out there, and he throws that many combinations, Manny Pacquiao is going to throw combinations right in between there, and he's going to catch Broner. But can Kevin Cunningham, who I respect as a trainer, as a coach, probably what a fighter like Broner needs. Broner is one of them guys that he's so outspoken. A lot of times it looks like he's a loose cannon, but he needs someone that needs to take charge in the gym. In the gym, Broner does not need to be the man in charge. Cunningham needs to be the man in charge, getting Broner ready for combat, guys. Just like any military, you get your people ready, and you get them and you program them to go out there and do what you taught them to do, and hopefully it comes out to a success. For me, man, key thing for Broner: not be flat-footed. Not be flat-footed. Any moment he's flat-footed, he better be ready for Fist of Fury from Manny Pacquiao coming at him. But Broner didn't move. I almost took Broner's head off with those shots. Boop, 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 boop. I'm loving it. And Broner has to use his leg, and not just use his legs, man. Broner has to have more upper body movement. And to say this, he needs to abandon the Philly style when you fight in a southpaw. Because for me, being a guy that, when I train a lot, I use it, I do my little rolling and whatever. It's not a good idea with southpaw. When you got southpaw, you need to have both hands up there, because that left comes really fast, especially if they can get that outside foot outside of your lead foot. That left hand comes so fast, and a guy like Manny Pacquiao, no, he does not have the speed he used to have. No, he does not have the power. For whatever reason, guys, when Manny Pacquiao moved to 147, he had the head the size of a watermelon. He had the head size of Martin when he got beat by Tommy the Hitman Hearn. Then out of nowhere, his head went back down to normal, and he didn't have the power like he used to have anymore. But he still has a lot of pop, and he has a lot of speed. But he does not have the speed that he had when he fought Cotto, Ricky Hatton, Hasta La Jolla. All those guys sold that he took. He took those souls. And the reason he beat Matisse is Matisse don't use his legs. He stands there. And if you stand there against somebody who throws a lot of punches, they're going to hit you. If you move, they can't just throw 1,000 fucking punches. Let's get back to it. Black Horse Promotion says, man, I got Jeff Horn over Kell Brook. Wow. Nah, you know what? Listen, man, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. Horn versus Terence Crawford, bad matchup. Bad matchup. Horn versus Brook, good matchup. Good matchup. Now, Kell Brook will be the one that maybe move it a little bit more, trying to walk Jeff Horn into some shots, but Kell Brook is not shown to have fast feet. Yes, he'll move back. And see, Kell Brook will counter. Kell Brook has a really good jab. He counters very well, and he has pretty good power. Jeff Horn is almost what you see what you're going to get. He's going to come forward. He's going to throw a lot of bombs, and he got holes in his defense. Everyone he fought has exposed that he's going to get hit. So he's going to get hit by Kell Brook. But for as long as that fight lasts, that'd be a good fight. But back to Manny Pacquiao versus Broner, I think it favors Manny Pacquiao. But I'm going to leave this open, man. We have to see. And it's really hard, man, because like I said, it's so much that, when I look at Broner versus Pacquiao, to me it's one of those things where stylistically it doesn't really favor Adrian Broner. Even though Adrian Broner stand in the Philly shell like Floyd Mayweather, he doesn't utilize his legs like Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't. If Floyd Mayweather would have walked into Manny Pacquiao like he did, what I'm thinking about, Conor McGregor or even Tension, that would have opened up a lot more success for Manny Pacquiao, and we don't know how that fight would have went, because Manny Pacquiao throws a lot of punches, fast combinations, and if you're walking into him, you're probably going to walk into some dynamite. But if you notice, Floyd Mayweather fights each fight differently, and he used his legs a lot. And just, guys, listen, everyone can stand in the Philly shell stance. That's the only thing really similar that Broner and Floyd Mayweather has. But Broner doesn't utilize his legs a lot. You know, like sometimes if you're in the pocket, he can do stepping around you stuff, but he typically is not utilizing his legs. The one time I seen him utilizing his legs is when he fought Mikey Garcia. But when he fought Mikey Garcia, his output went down. He felt like he didn't really want to land punches. He felt like, I don't want to get hit with nothing big. Even though I think later he caught Mikey with a little bit, I thought he should let his hand go a little bit more against Mikey and maybe move a little, set down on some stuff, and then move again, set down on some stuff. And the key for Adrian Broner is 1, head movement. 2, move his legs. 3, the jab got to be working. 4, look for the counter right hand. 5, the upper body got to be slipping and turning on the pivot or rolling out. All right. Come on. Flip back over for me. All right. So what a Magic Man said, I'm making, what is this? Oh, let me flip back over. Disappeared on me. Hold on. Here we go. Wells Rabbit. Sound like a rabbit. Okay. Basically, it is a spiced cheese sauce on well buttered toast. Fetting. Can't talk eating. all right, man. I hope that's really, really good, man. I hope that's really, really good. And then, guys, Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr. Why? Listen. Why did Mikey? Mikey is picking on the person they call the bully. Mikey is picking on the people that he called the boogeyman. Hashtag man down. Hashtag body snatcher. Why is Mikey Garcia doing this? He didn't go out to Terrence Crawford. Keith Thurman, okay, I understand Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman has been absent. But I think when Keith Thurman, before he got hurt, I think he might have said something about that. But to me, there's a couple of reasons why he wanted to fight Errol Spence Jr. One, there's a rehydration clause, which means Errol Spence Jr., the day of weigh-ins, he cannot be more than 10 pounds over. So if he weighs in 147, he cannot come in at the day up at over 157. 2, Errol Spence Jr. doesn't really, he's not a Terrence Crawford type of fighter. He doesn't really utilize his legs. Now, Mike Garcia says he sees holes in Errol Spence's defense. Now, another thing that I'm thinking that Mikey Garcia is relying on, I think Mikey Garcia, yes, he realizes that Errol Spence Jr. is a body snatcher. But Mikey Garcia is one of them guys that has pretty much a tight guard, and he catches a lot of shots. I think, and listen, guys, some people say that Mikey Garcia is looking to outbox Errol Spence Jr. To be honest, I don't think he's looking to just, when I say outbox, like move it. I have not seen a fight from Mikey Garcia where he slid around a ring like an ice capade. I have not seen a fight from Mikey Garcia that makes me think he's going to look like Tyson Fury. I have not. To me, Mikey Garcia's flat-footed. So the only thing he's really bringing to the fight against Errol Spence Jr. is defense, timing. That's really it. You know, like jab with the right hand, but that's it. Catching shots. Remember, Mikey slow steps. He steps here, he steps there. He's not really moving and slick. He's not moving and slick. I think he feels he can catch a majority of Errol Spence Jr. punches on the gloves or the elbows. And I believe he thinks that he can shoot in between shots. And if he goes all 12 rounds with Mikey Garcia, if he goes all 12 rounds, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if Mikey Garcia gets it on the scorecards. Because sometimes when refs or judges or whoever else they see one fighter as an overwhelmingly favor to win, and the other fighter just look good or better than you expect, they kind of get in the win. Whenever Floyd Mayweather have, let's say, a round where he didn't completely dominate, but he won it, people in the argue, well, I probably can give that to the other guy. They argue that. Black Horse Promotion says Earl ducked 3 welterweights to face Little Mikey. A boogeyman doesn't get chased. Who did he duck? Who did he duck, Black Horseman? Because Earl Spence Jr. was trying to fight Sean Porter. Sean Porter ducked out of that heat. Obviously, he wanted to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, you know, he didn't want that smoke coming back. Keith Thurman said he might not even fight him until 2020. He wanted to fight Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia didn't want that smoke. The only one that could have been out there was Terrence Crawford, but because Terrence Crawford is with ESPN, I feel that they may use it as a reason not to make the fight happen, because Terrence Crawford doesn't have as many options, which is why they got to pay Amir Khan $5+ whatever million to fight Amir Khan, because the PBC has all the options. I don't believe he. I mean, but Collazo is not. Collazo is not. Like I said, I just touched on Crawford and like the first 2 you got on here, man. I don't believe that. I don't believe he ducked those guys, or those guys really brought anything to the table, to be honest. I think he went after the people that he should have went after. Sean Porter, unification. Keith Thurman, unification. Danny Garcia, he was a champion. Name recognition, brings more money to the table. Those are really the ones. Terrence Crawford is one for a unification bout. But honestly, they're not going to make that happen right now. Because Terrence Crawford is with ESPN. I think they're using it as a little bit of way of saying, you know what? Right now, it'll make more money sense if we push that fight to happen and maybe do a joint venture between ESPN and maybe Showtime or whatever else for a pay-per-view event. Maybe that's the route that they're going. Even Top Rank said at one point that that's a fight that they want to build up. They wanted to make more financial sense. So even if Errol Spence wants to fight right now, or Terrence Crawford wants to fight right now, I don't think the promotional company or the management wants to make it happen right now, because they know if they can build it up, it can make more money later. He said, but they all called him out. Yeah, they did call out Errol Spence Jr. Remember, guys, Terrence Crawford was rumored to fight Collazo. Remember, Terrence Crawford and Collazo was in talks. People didn't like that. Then that's when Terrence Crawford offered, I think, Danny Garcia $3 million. And Danny Garcia turned it down because he already gets more than that with the PBC. And then Terrence Crawford went to Amir Khan. So, you know, if you're saying that Errol Spence ducked Collazo, you're definitely saying that Terrence Crawford ducked Collazo, because they were actually in talks before he got the thing confirmed with Amir Khan. Terrence Crawford can't keep fighting fighter that's not adding to his legacy, or beating any of them guys that you named. It wouldn't have done anything. Like if even Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence fought Collazo, it doesn't do anything for their rankings. It doesn't mean it's just a fight. It's just a fight. I mean, yes, you're going to get some reward by getting paid for it, but it's just a fight. And listen, and it is a money fight. Mikey Garcia said it. It's a money fight. And remember, before the money fight, Errol Spence Jr. did not sign off on it quick. Even Mikey Garcia camp said that they didn't sign off. They thought that Errol might not want the fight. The reason that Errol Spence didn't take the fight as quick, because he wanted Sean Porter. Are you telling me which one is a bigger fight? Sean Porter, WBC champion, or Collazo? Now you're gassing it. Which one's bigger? And when Terrence Crawford called out Errol Spence at one point, Terrence Crawford already had the fight coming up. Terrence Crawford had to fight the last guy he fought when he first called him out. And now, you know, that couldn't happen because he had a fight coming up. And Errol Spence was making a deal with Mikey Garcia. And which is why I got these guys right here. To me, Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia favors Errol Spence Jr. It does. And the thing is, even though Mikey Garcia is getting bigger, listen, man, Mikey Garcia is looking like whatever. What's that kangaroo guy's name? Dang, what is it? Jack? Kangaroo Jack? He took that picture all cocky. He is, man. But here's the thing. When you move up in weight like that, big muscles get tired quicker. Big muscles are typically slower. They can throw you off a little bit. Fatigue can kick in quicker. And the one thing, and listen, I think when Mikey Garcia move up to fight Errol Spence Jr., I still think he's a good fighter. I think he's a very good fighter. He does a lot of things very well. Mikey Garcia is a textbook fighter that you should use for your students. If you are somebody that wants to be a boxer, or you want to put your student in class, you will want them to be a fighter like Mikey Garcia. Why? Good timing, catches a lot of shots. He's not using, I mean, listen, guys that have slick heel movement, it looks very good. It does, but a lot of times you can get caught. Or when you get older, you know, that when you're timing phase, you get caught with a lot more shots with, you know, but a style like Errol Spence Jr., it can stand the test of time longer. Not Errol Spence Jr., but Mikey Garcia can stand the test of time longer. Even a guy like Errol Spence Jr. See, and I think they're looking at the Errol Spence Jr., he doesn't move his head a lot. He catches shots like this here. Kell Brook for about 5.5 rounds. Kell Brook for about 5.5 rounds was slicing through Errol Spence Jr. like pepperoni pizza. He was slicing through it. But Mikey believes he can slice through his defense. Mikey believes he can catch a lot of his shots. Because Mikey he's here. He's here. Throwing shots, catching shots. This is where he at. And he's expecting to catch a lot of those shots from Errol Spence Jr. But the fact is, or not the fact is, but we are going to realize when Errol Spence Jr. really hits him, and he will, and a lot, when he hit Mikey Garcia, that's when we're going to know how much he can take. Because even when you're catching body shots, it's hard to catch them all. Listen, this ain't Pokemon. This ain't Pokemon. Even though Mikey Garcia would need to be like Pokemon, I got to catch them all. He got to catch every shot. He got to catch every shot. Hit, shoulder, hit. I don't believe he can catch them all. Some of them are going to get through there. Body shot, come back to the head. Like I said, man, T-Dub, do me a favor, guys. You coming to the chat, hit the like button, subscribe. Sharing is caring. Also, I appreciate the guys, but we are getting into this, man. Like I said, I got a little bit of time today. I'm hoping that they call me and let me know about my car. It's ready, so I can go get it. Trot through the snow and go get it. All right, so I still favor Errol Spence Jr., guys, but I'm telling you, I'm just having a feeling. I'm having a feeling if it goes to a decision, don't be shocked if you hear anything like a split decision win for Mikey Garcia. Do not be shocked. Errol Spence Jr. has to get him out of there. Errol Spence Jr. cannot let him survive. Errol Spence Jr. needs to put Mikey Garcia down more than once. He needs to make his brother Robert Garcia fear for his life. Because Mike is a good fighter. He's a small fighter, but he's a good fighter. And he's moving to 147. Guys, it happened before. Don't get it twisted. It happened before, all right? You know, yes, you favor the bigger fighter. Remember, we also Manny Pacquiao move up, have success. Floyd Mayweather moved up, have success. You know, a lot of fighters that started in smaller classes moved up throughout the, throughout their career and had success in higher weight divisions. And it is. And to be honest, Mikey has his best chance of keeping it a close fight against a guy like Errol Spence Jr., but also has the best chance to get knocked out. if Mikey Garcia fought a guy like Terence Crawford, I think Terence Crawford make him look silly in there. I think Terence Crawford makes Mikey Garcia frustrated and look very silly. And Terence Crawford, he will smile. Guys, into the building. You already know Wbis, Luke Stone, what it do. He said this is personal for Mikey. I believe he target their whole little crew. Broner, Easter, Spence. Listen, man. He got Broner out of it. Broner did not bring, and we got Broner right here. Broner wanted to stay away from Mikey Garcia. I mean, he tried to move. He didn't put no power in his shots. He didn't put no power behind his jab. You know, he just did not do enough. He used his legs a lot, but he didn't really try to sit down his punches to give Mikey Garcia something to think about. Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't a whole fight. Broner did catch him a few times. Like, oh, man, okay. There you go, Broner. More of that. And then when you want more of that, you didn't get more of that. So he did beat Broner. He did beat him. He did beat Robert Easter. Robert Easter took the same game plan. Utilized his jab, didn't sit down in his jab. Listen, Earl Spence going to sit down in his jab. Earl Spence going to sit down on every punch. You're going to think that Earl Spence Jr. came with a sofa, a lawn chair, a recliner, because he is going to sit down on all his shots. And he's going to make sure that everyone he sits down on, that he's comfortable with, that Mikey Garcia is going to be very uncomfortable with. Listen, Mikey Garcia is chasing. He's doing two things. He's daring to be great, and he's trying to get paid. And even though that they are having the fight in Earl Spence Jr. home state, there's a lot of Mexicans in Texas. Don't be shocked if it's a 50-50 crowd or majority Mexican crowd cheering on Mikey Garcia. Guys, we are waiting to see what's going to happen there. What did you say? Yeah. Tell me going through the whole crew. Yeah, he's trying to, man. Hey guys, listen. If you want to, you can't call in. If you want, guys, give your opinion. You can listen. Just if you want to, it's up to you. Call in, give your name, give your opinion on any one of these topics. Spence versus Garcia, Broner versus Pacquiao, Jeff Horn versus Brook. If it's made, what do you think? And the rematch between Wilder versus Fury. Frank Warren says it's going to be over here in the USA. And where does that leave Anthony Joshua? Hopefully somewhere out in the cold with no coat, no jacket, or even a blanket to stay warm, because he made that bed, freezing it. Let me scoot this over a little bit. All right. So you can call 314-884-1013. Guys, also, I think I got it. I also got, what is it? Skype. I haven't used it yet, but I do download it. I'm not sure how to find me. I don't know if you type in What's Blazing, all one word, WHATSBLAZING. I think my name on there is TWBIS. So if you want to try to call in Skype, that's way if you're over in the country, you want to give your opinion on it, you can. Or if you want to call in and just talk directly, 314-884-1013, we can do that as well. Wbis Luke Stone says, this is going to be a good fight. I'm telling you, y'all, Mikey just as mean as Earl. In the ring, size is the only advantage, in my opinion. Size and power. He's not just bigger, it's size and power. Mikey Garcia, listen. From listening to Mikey Garcia, guys, he's with all the smoke. He is with all the smoke. He walk around setting off fire alarms because he's with the smoke. He's with it. The little man is picking on who they call the bully. Woosa. But if he loses, I do not want to hear, he was too small. I don't want to hear that. If Earl Spence Jr. would have challenged Mikey Garcia and Mikey accepted, then you can use the argument that Mikey was too small. But since Mikey Garcia is the one that picked on the bully and said, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me. And the bully accepts, and the bully beat Mikey Garcia, give him full credit as if he was beating Terrence Crawford. Give him full credit as if he was beating Manny Garcia. Manny Pacquiao. Give him full credit if he was beating Sean Porter or Keith Thurman, because he went out there. And when you go about to talking about advantages, Earl Spence Jr., just like you said, he has a size advantage and, to me, a significant strength advantage. Now, at 135, even 140, Mikey Garcia has proven that he has power. He has proven that he can hurt those 140s and 135 pounders. But he faced an Earl Spence Jr. who has proven that he has a chin against other 147 pounders. He took some of Kell Brook's best shots and came back to win that fight. I do not believe Mikey can hit. Okay. Yo, you're live with T-Dub. Who calling? Where you calling from?
What's up, T-Dub?
What it do?
It's all good, man. Black Horseman, man. I just figured I'd call in and chop it up with you for a little bit.
Man, absolutely, Black Horseman, man. What's on your mind?
Well, yeah, man. You do a live stream first off, man. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about some relevant stuff, man. Of course, Mikey is stepping up to face the so-called boogeyman. And I know I can kind of ruffle people's feathers, man, because, I say certain things that a lot of people don't say when it comes to Errol Spence.
Right.
I just stick to the facts, man, the truth. The guy called himself the truth, so I got to deal with the truth.
Okay.
But the reality of the matter is the guy is getting ready to face Mikey Garcia. Mikey is a good name. I think that if we take away all the size advantage that Errol has, Mikey will probably be favored just off skills. His skill set alone, his experience at the championship level. He's been a champion a lot longer than Errol Spence. He's been in there with multiple styles. I agree with Lou Stones in the chat. He said something about seemed like it's personal. He went after Robert Easton. He went after Broner, and now he's going after Errol Spence. And them dudes is like all in like one clique. They hang out together, party and drink and do what they do. But yeah, man. I mean, the point I was just trying to make in the chat is the fact that when guys throw around this boogeyman statement, you can't be considered the boogeyman when you got guys that's chasing after you. And me personally, I would give him more respect for stepping up to competition in the welterweight division. Whereas, okay, Mikey called him out. That's cool. You're taking that fade. But when you consider yourself the boogeyman and with all the hype behind Errol Spence, I don't care if a dude don't have an undefeated record or if it's not a biggest payday or if it's not pay-per-view, if you call yourself free smoke, because free smoke means you'll fight anybody. At least that's what I thought. And so I mentioned guys like Louis Collazo. A lot of people shit on that. Saying, well, who's Louis Collazo? He got multiple losses. But he's been in there with good competition. He's been in there with Berto. He's been in there with Victor Ortiz. He's been in there with Keith Thurman.
But you realize Terrence Crawford also skipped over Collazo to fight Amir Khan.
I heard you when you said that, but even though that was a rumor that fight was going to get made, somebody got to show me on record where Louis Collazo called out Terrence Crawford and declined the fight. So that was a rumor. So
I don't think Collazo declined the fight. I think that Top Rank was trying to make the fight happen, but it wasn't getting received well. And then Terrence Crawford started to make a fight with Danny Garcia. It looked like Terrence Crawford was trying to make any big fight other than a Louis Collazo, because he wouldn't have got, even though it was a welterweight fight, he wouldn't have got the respect. Like, if he'd have beat Danny, Terrence would have got the respect. If he beats Amir Khan, he gets more respect and also bigger paydays, which is why, honestly, I feel that Earl Spence Jr. didn't go that route, and also Terrence Crawford didn't go that route. Remember, they are prize fighters. So at the end of the day, yes, you want to smoke, but you also want to get paid for that smoke, which is why he did not want to fight Mikey Garcia first. He wanted Sean Porter. Why did Sean Porter duck? He wanted Keith Thurman. He wanted Danny Garcia. All bigger names than Collazo.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you saying that, they prize fighters, that, they want to get the biggest fight, they got to get paid. You said something about Sean Porter. I mean, did Sean Porter really duck, or did he have a demand through the WBC to honor his obligations? Because we got to remember, he is a new champion in the WBC, and you don't just jump right into unification right away. In many cases, you gotta fight your mandatory. And Wbis fought on the undercard of Danny and Sean Porter's fight, and we got to remember, Wbis wanted to fight Errol Spence a long time ago. Ben calling him out. And Errol didn't take that smoke. He didn't. So Wbis had to go to the WBC route to put himself in position because he wanted to be a prize fighter too. He wanted to get a big payday. He wanted to be recognized as the champion, fight for a title. And Errol didn't give him that shot. But he gave Mikey Garcia the shot, somebody who hadn't fought one fight at welterweight.
We all know about Mikey Garcia. That's why most people is favoring Errol Spence Jr. We know that this right here is a money fight. But if you look at it, Errol Spence Jr. wasn't even going the money route at first because he's going to make more money fighting Mikey than he would have fought Sean Porter. And he jumped in the ring and challenged Sean Porter. Sean Porter didn't really seem like he really wanted that smoke like that. They were talking about mandatories before there was even a mandatory. To be honest, I think Sean Porter, could have fought him next. Most time a unification bout is bigger. You tell me the WBC wouldn't want Errol Spence Jr. as a champion? But this is a money fight. Like I said, Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. It's a money fight.
Right.
And it's for Mikey Garcia. I mean, like I said, I won't be surprised if Mikey Garcia some kind of way go to a decision and Earl don't get him out of there. I would not be surprised if they give that fight to Mikey Garcia. He is a talented fighter, and if he can survive without getting knocked all over the ring, they might give it to him.
Yeah.
But how do you see that fight going? How do you see? I mean, right now it's already made. We got to see what go from here. What do you think is going to happen, Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia?
I mean, I'm picking Errol. I'm definitely picking Errol Spence to win the fight. He's the naturally bigger guy. He's more experienced at welterweight. I think that there is weight classes for a reason. However, I have been hearing a lot about Mikey Garcia and how hard he hits. I heard that this guy used to, hits harder than Madonna. I heard this guy's hurting middleweights and sparring and so on and so forth. We know this guy, he getting snack strong and all this, about snack and all of that. And I see that Mikey is taking it serious, man.
Very serious. He's very serious.
What happened?
No, I said he's taking this fight very serious.
Man, he is. So when I look at like right now, and the fight is not until March, so we in January, and I'm looking at these two fighters, I'm not really seeing nothing on Errol. I wish somebody can, I don't know if he's just a real private guy when it comes to training and stuff, but I wish somebody was in his camp, getting some video, because Mikey got early setback, so early setback probably record him taking a piss or something. Like he just
the one thing with Earl, I don't think Earl really he doesn't really put stuff out like that. But you do know that Errol Spence Jr. trained with the Charlo brothers, and I believe it was Jamel that said that the hardest he's been hit, period, in boxing is by Errol Spence Jr. We also, even though I think they said Mikey's been a champion loner, Errol Spence Jr. has been doing work on professional fighters before he's a professional fighter. They talked about what he did to Broner. They talked about what he did to Sean Porter. Yeah. They talked about what he did to Floyd Mayweather. And this was before a lot of people that didn't even know who Errol Spence Jr. was. So, and now the Charlo said that, he's banging with them. Can Mikey Garcia, even though he's going to hit hard, because I think he got power. I think he has timing. He doesn't have great speed, but he has timing. And he has a good defense where he catches shots off his gloves and his elbows, which is why I think he's going to try to catch a majority of Errol Spence Jr. punches. But moving up in weight does not make your chin stronger. It does not make your body take that amount of power. Can Mikey survive that?
Yeah, man. That's gonna be the question mark that we're gonna need an answer to, you know, come March, you know, when that fight takes place. I do agree with you what you were saying that you know, Mikey has a lot. I mean, I live in Texas. Mikey has a lot of fans out here in Texas, right. And it could be 50-50 split on the fans, right. Or it could be more Mikey because you got to remember, like, especially when it comes to like the Dallas Cowboys, they got so many Hispanic fans, man. Yeah, you know, so it'll be easier for them to gravitate towards Mikey because he's Hispanic, you know. And matter of fact, I heard that Mikey was at the Dallas Cowboy game, so Mikey's doing all the right stuff, man, you know, to promote this fight. I'm not really seeing Errol do too much on a promo side. He got his man down promotions and all of that. Right. I seen a video release, a picture earlier today, and it don't even look like he started training yet, man. He looked real soft, you know. You know, so
I hope he has. I hope he takes this serious. I hope Earl takes this very serious, man, because the fight you don't take serious is typically be the one, the fight of your life, because you underestimated someone.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. I think that you know, he is going. I mean, he's gonna have to take this serious because if he don't, I think that if he slip up in any kind of way, Mikey is you know, especially I give Mikey a good chance. Even though I'm still picking Errol, but I still give Mikey a good chance because of Robert Garcia. I believe that Robert Garcia is a great trainer. He studies the opponents, and he comes up with great game plans, and he's a very composed trainer during the fight in the corner. Whereas he gives these guys the right advice and tips to keep them focused round by round. We seen what he did with Maidana versus Mayweather, and we seen what he did with Abner Mares versus Cuellar. Yeah. The list goes on, and this guy is he can have a historical year, man, with these upset, you know, with these underdogs he got with Josito Lopez, Mikey Garcia, and Abner Mares. If any of them guys get a victory, we're talking about, you know, definitely trainer of the year and Hall of Fame and all that kind of stuff for Robert. But I'm still picking Errol, man. You know, I think Errol is still a good boxer, man. He's you know, I don't think he's I think he's probably the biggest and strongest welterweight, but I don't necessarily know if he's the biggest puncher, although he knows how to break his opponents down.
Who you think is harder?
Inside. And I agree with you, man. Like, I don't know if Mikey's power is going to carry up to welterweight, but if he can gain Errol Spence's respect early, because I think he's going to have to do that real early, catch him with something trying to come in, you know, because I'm just expecting Errol to, you know, come in there and walk the little guy down, let him know, like, welcome to welterweight. But if he can, you know, time him, like you were saying, the timing, and catch Errol, get him with them respectable shots, then I think that it could change the fight, you know. But I'm still picking Errol, man. I'm not jumping off that cliff.
Oh, no. I'm picking Errol as well. Some people were saying that Michael Garcia is coming out and he's going to box. He's going to move on Errol Spence Jr. One, I have never seen Michael Garcia move around the ring. You know, like, he doesn't use his feet and float around. Mikey Garcia, you know, he catches a lot of shots, really good fundamentals, really good timing, really good jab, really good cross. He always catches people with their cross that they just can't get out the way. But going back to what you said about, you know, him landing something on Errol Spence early. But remember, Kell Brook had a lot of success and even bigger than Mikey Garcia. And remember, he was even winning on the scorecards early. But the one thing that you got from Earl is Earl just got more determined and just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And he took Kell Brook's shots until he broke Kell Brook. And
that's true.
If Mikey catches him, if Mikey cannot hurt him, and Mikey cannot make Errol Spence Jr. back up, and I don't think Mikey can slip every shot or block every shot, it's going to be a long night. I don't think it's going to end under 4 or 5 rounds. I think Mikey's going to be really good. But I think in the mid rounds, maybe crossing over to 7 or 8, I think you're going to see a real big difference in the fight.
Yeah, bro. I agree with you, man. And you know what? What you're bringing up the Kell Brook fight, I see a lot of similarities in this fight to that fight, because remember Kell Brook, he was a champion at welterweight, and he went up to a higher weight to challenge the so-called boogeyman in Triple G.
Yeah.
And he had some success early, but when you in a different weight class that you ain't never been in, and you're fighting a guy that's just much bigger than you, them shots, when they land, man, it has a different type of effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a different feel.
I think it could possibly be the same scenario with Mikey. Mikey might walk towards Errol. He might surprise us and just start. Because I agree with you. I don't think he's going to be boxing and moving and stuff that people are saying. I think he may try to surprise Errol and walk to him, try to put Errol on his back foot, because, Errol fights better coming forward.
Right.
Anyway, And so he's probably going to try to make Errol back up, and he might have some success early, and it may be like where Errol might look vulnerable, and people might be able to, after the fight say, like, man, I don't know about Errol, but I still see that maybe it could be the same result, like with Kell Brook. Like, yeah, you look good, you had your moments, but same result, man. You get stopped, because you had no business being there in the first place,
I agree. The same way Lamont Peterson tried to bully the bully when he fought Errol Spence Jr. Lamont Peterson can move, because when he fought Danny Garcia, he used his legs and moved. And honestly, I thought Lamont Peterson actually beat Danny in that fight. But
yeah, he did. Yeah, me too.
He did, inside and out. But Lamont tried to take the fight to Earl. He was like, forget it, I'm a bully the bully. And it didn't work out for him. So honestly, I don't see Mikey outboxing and using his legs against Earl. And if he comes forward against Errol Spence Jr., he's just going to open up more opportunity for Errol Spence Jr. as well. And if one of them gut shots do get in early, we will see how well he takes it. Let me get your real quick thought on Manny Pacquiao versus Broner.
I think Pacquiao is going to beat the beard off of Adrian Broner, bro. That's how I see that going.
So what if he come in? What if Broner come in? He lets his hand go. He moving. Do you see any chance? Or listen, no matter if it's an inconsistent or the best Broner, he's not beating Manny Pacquiao.
I mean, Broner will have to catch Manny Pacquiao with like one of the Marquez shots, one of them shots you don't see. That's the only chance I give Broner of winning is by knockout. I think that maybe he can let his hands go. You mentioned Cunningham, earlier, and I think Cunningham is the best trainer to get Adrian Broner prepared physically. I think he took a lot of shots from Jesse Vargas. Yeah. And I was shocked, because I felt like he was in good shape. It didn't seem like the shots was really affecting him, even though he got hit too much for my liking. Right. But he still had energy down the stretch, even though he wouldn't let his hands go. But I think that, he has the right coach to get him physically prepared. But the way Manny Pacquiao throws his shots, man, and the speed, the power, the experience at 147, I don't see Adrian Broner winning this fight, man. I think Broner going to get the brake speed off his ass.
I'm interested in seeing what Broner shows up, man. Like, I mean, if he's flat-footed, we already know he's going to catch a lot of stuff real fast. If he thought Maidana was on top of him quick, he's going to be in a world of hurt when he see how fast Manny Pacquiao is going to fly in with those quick shots. Remember, Manny Pacquiao does leap in sometime. If Broner do catch him, Broner would need to sit down in that right hand, not just touch him with it. He would need to sit down all the way down in that right hand.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, people talking about the age of Manny Pacquiao, like that's going to be a factor.
He's 40.
Manny Pacquiao could be 48. I still think he gives a good chance of maybe.
Golly, man, you don't get Broner. No, Broner ain't got no love, huh?
I'm just trying to be real, man. Like, I know we're gonna enjoy the watching, and I'm sure you're gonna come out with somebody, who got a good, good following in entertainment business or something. Might walk out with Rick Ross or somebody. Right. So I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy that. But when you hear that ding ding, man, Manny Pacquiao he gonna blaze that man. Yeah, what I'm saying? He gonna blaze that man.
I really want to see it, man. Like, even though I was impressed with Manny Pacquiao when he beat Matisse. But to be honest, Manny Pacquiao did not have the same speed. Yes, he did show he can adjust the left hand to land it by throwing like an uppercut and hook. And you know, Manny Pacquiao was known for throwing like 7-8 punch combinations. He didn't do that, and he had a Batista in front of him that didn't move. I mean, he threw like 2 and 3 at times, you know, but he didn't just let his hands go like rapid fire. I think he paced himself a lot more now. You think would that help him or hurt him against Broner?
With that last thing, you said something about the pace.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, ever since he got knocked out by Marquez, even in the Jeff Horn fight, think about it. Pacquiao does not let his hands fly in those crazy combinations anymore. That's why Jeff Horn has success, but Jeff Horn's a big welterweight. Broner is not a big welterweight. Broner was better when he fought at 135 and at 130s. At 147, honestly, I don't think his power carries up enough, and he never adjusted his style when he moved up in weight. Floyd adjusted his style. Floyd used to be a killer. Then he moved up in weight, and he realized that them guys were punching a lot harder, and his punches wasn't having quite the same effect. Then he had to utilize his movement and defense and counterability more and be less of a killer. Broner never changed his style. But hey, we got to see what Cunningham. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say I agree with you, P, on that, man. Like that's a main factor that a lot of fighters don't do, is that once you get to a higher weight class or the elite level, you're gonna have to make some adjustments, man, in your style. You know, like you mentioned, Floyd. You know, it's just he was getting KOs early on, and then he had to transition to a more defensive-minded, you know, fighter because it's harder once you become champion. And them guys is coming for you. You know what I mean? You're the target. You're seeing so many different styles. Even the same thing we seen with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was getting KOs early on, and then we seen him change his style up, man, to more of a defensive, more movement. You know what I'm saying? And being more smarter. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I agree with you 100% right there.
I agree. Keith Thurman has adjusted to being more of a better boxer. He used to be a KO artist with power, and then as I watched each fight, he became more and more of a boxer. Because when he fought Sean Porter, yes, he had to stay on his punches, but he had to box and he had to move. He had to make adjustments, and Broner hasn't. But you know what, man? We're going to see what Cunningham can do with him. If Cunningham can maybe do enough to make this fight interesting, what happens. But do me a favor, let them know how they can follow you, what you do in your channel, and go from there.
Yeah, man. Chico, appreciate you having me on, bro. Absolutely, man. If y'all want to follow me, I'm right here on YouTube, Black Horse and Promotions. Got the website, blackhorsepromotions.com, and all over social media. It's Black Horse and Promotions all over. So, yeah, man. Good conversation, man. I appreciate you for having me on.
Hey, no problem. Thank you. There it is, guys. Man, great conversation. Again, shout out to Black Horse Promotion, man. Guy came in, talked some really good sense, hit a lot of points, very good, touched on almost everything. Very good call. Let's go back to the chat. Vslu Stone says, let me see if I missed someone. Let me see. I got Arrow. Lou Stones, I got Arrow between 9 and 10. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to cross over. Now, if it ends early, I think it would be from a body shot. I don't think it'd be from a head shot with Earl Spence. I think Mike Garcia catches a lot of good punches with having a good high guard, good fundamentals, very good fundamentals. Like I said, Mike Garcia is like, if you was bringing somebody in from the first day and you want to teach them how to box, say, hey, go home and watch Mike Garcia. He stands good, he jabs, he crosses, he does all the fundamentals very, very well. And even though he don't slip a lot of shots, he catches shots very, very well. Good guy to watch. Also, even with Earl Spence Jr. Earl Spence Jr., you know, he comes in, catches a lot of shots. Earl Spence Jr. is a good model for people that want to walk people down. If you want to walk somebody down, how to catch them and walk them down and not get, blasted with KO shots. But in order to walk somebody down, you got to have the power to do it. You can't be a feather puncher like Paulie Malignaggi and walk anybody down. If you try to walk somebody down and you're probably going to be waking up from a nap. Vslu Stone said Fox and ESPN are pretty much under the same umbrella now, right? I don't know about that, man. I don't know. You have to send me an article I can read up on that to really verify that. VVS Stone said, I think the rematch clause. I think there's a rematch clause. You talking about rematch? with Earl Spence and Mikey. Definitely got to be one on Earl. I don't think Mikey's going to have one. Mikey doesn't have a belt to really demand one. If he loses and get beat, you know, that's just what it is. He go back down to his weight divisions and defend his titles he's have there. He had to give up, I believe, maybe the IBF. He had to give up a title because they were trying to mandate him fight as mandatory, and they wasn't as freely with him going to fight Earl Spence Jr. What a Magic Man say, great convo going on here. Thank you, What a Magic Man. V. Slew Stone says Peterson don't have any crack. Mikey does. Maggie still does have crack, especially at 135 and even at 140. We have not seen that in action at 147. And if Mikey was coming to 147, fighting somebody like Paulie Malignaggi, you know, people of that nature, maybe even Danny Garcia. I think Danny Garcia is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong, I think Danny Garcia is a good fighter. But you know, it'd be looked at, you know, more of a better chance, because Danny Garcia, to me, still is not a full 147. Even Danny don't have the crack that he used to have. At 140, Danny Garcia was cracking people. Now he's still hitting people, but he's not having that same effect. Look how many shots Danny Garcia caught Sean Porter with, and Sean Porter was coming. He caught Sean Porter with one of to me his best shots. Sean Porter it was towards the end of a round, and he just cracked him, wow! And Sean Porter pretty much took it. You know, like, listen, man, we got to see how. Remember, he's not fighting somebody who got the weakest chin. He's not fighting somebody who has the weakest chin. He's fighting Earl Spence Jr., who fought a hitter in Kell Brook. I'm not saying Kell Brook is the biggest thunder fist out there, but Kell Brook ain't love tapping you either. Kell Brook was having success against Earl Spence. The only way you have success against Earl Spence, that means you land in shots. And he was landing those shots. He was winning those rounds. But Earl Spence Jr. was landing shots too. Earl Spence Jr. was wearing Kell Brook down. Weight classes, like Black Horse Promotion says, there's a difference. Weight classes matter. Amir Khan jumped up, fought Canelo Alvarez, got smooth knocked out. I get it. Everyone knocks Khan out. Well, not everyone, but I get it. Amir Khan has a chin that you know, if you tap it right, it might crack like some glass. But Kell Brook moved up 2 weight classes. Kell Brook made the weight easy. Kell Brook made the weight easy. Kell Brook was, remember, Kell Brook is not a feather puncher. Kell Brook was landing shots against Triple G. Good uppercuts against Triple G, and the only thing it did, even though it looked good, it just pissed Triple G off. It made Triple G say, you know what, I don't want to box no more. I want to beat him up. And he did. But there has been people in the past to go up. I am not saying that Mikey does not have a shot, because he does. Mike Garcia is like I said, if I'm telling you that that's the person you should be watching, if you want to learn how to box, get the fundamentals down, and hold on guys, let me take this real quick. How do I make this? I'll call him back. Hold on, guys. Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, this is Jonathan Autofire. How are you?
I'm good. Okay. What is it? That is the only option. All right, I'm doing like a live video. Let me call you back in like 10 minutes, all right? All right. All right, guys, that was not good news regarding my vehicle. That was actually horrible news regarding my vehicle. But let's get back to it, guys. That was really, really bad. cylinders started misfiring out of nowhere Saturday, right? Just not feel like a loss of power. You know, they thought maybe like spark plug, maybe engine, but no, spark plugs or wires, or could be fuel injectors, blah blah blah. Just got a call. They said that it is more major. They're talking about the engine has just had enough. So that is not good news. So let me get ready to wrap this up with a final thought. Call this man back and figure out going from there. All right, so let's do this. Size does make a difference. In this case, I believe we're going to see what Mikey brings to the table. You have to favor Earl Spence Jr. in this fight. There's no doubt you have to favor Earl Spence Jr. because he's a bigger fighter. He is naturally at that class, and he has shown throughout his fights at other welterweights that he does have power against welterweights. We have not seen Mikey Garcia show power at the welterweight level. Yes, you can spar people all you want. A lot of times when you spar, you're not sparring at your fight weight, and you can spar bigger people, but you have to show it inside the ring at that level. I does give Mikey a chance, but we got to find out exactly what Mikey can do on fight night. I'm not sure exactly what he sees. Remember, Mikey Garcia is the one that called out Earl Spence Jr. Earl didn't call him out. He called Earl out. So I got to see what he sees. I don't know. I think he believed that he can catch the body shots. I think he watched the Kell Brook fight. He watched the Lamont Peterson fight. He saw the success that Lamont Peterson had. He saw the success that Kell Brook had, and he can believe that he can capitalize on it. But what he should really focus on is their failures. That even though they had success, they ultimately failed in the end. Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. Another fight that favors Manny Pacquiao. No, he's not as fast, doesn't hit as hard, but styles makes fight. Broner, from what we've seen, now this is another fight that we got to see. Can Cunningham make more strides and better strides with his second outing with Adrian Broner? First time against Jesse Vargas was doing very good them first 6 rounds. Once again, we got to tell the tape of Adrian Broner not throwing hands. We seen Cunningham in a corner saying you got to let your hands go. And when Broner did let his hand go, he had a lot of success. Jesse was even doing some work at that time, but he had a lot of success. He had some really... Broner had the biggest rounds, the bigger lopsided rounds in that fight. Jesse won some based off activity and landed some good shots. And it's crazy that Jesse Vargas is not that big. Jesse Vargas is long, but he is able to land shots and time Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner doesn't move his head much. Manny Pacquiao is a shorter fighter, so Manny Pacquiao is not going to have a reach advantage, but Manny Pacquiao just really good at timing, getting in, and since he is a southpaw facing an orthodox fighter, that left hand comes in so fast, and that could give Broner problems. Broner, if I was in Broner's camp, which I'm not, but if I was, the one thing I was working on, I would more feints and slight head movement while utilizing the ring, keeping that left foot on the outside of Manny Pacquiao left foot at all times, having both hands up, because you know what? Sometimes the left hand comes so fast, you might not see it, but you better have your hands up to at least try to catch it and move. And use that jab. Jab won't land as clean, but you need that jab to keep distance, to blind Manny Pacquiao, and hopefully catch him taking a chance with the right hand. Jeff Horn versus Kell Brook. I hope that fight gets made. I think it's a damn good fight. Kell Brook didn't look as good in his last fight. Maybe he done it on purpose to try to sell the Amir Khan fight. Either way, Amir Khan is 100% ducking Kell Brook. He don't want any of that smoke. And honestly, the UK should start letting him have it. Yes, he's fighting Terrence Crawford. It is a better fight for being able to get a title. But to be honest, he should have fought Kell Brook a long time ago. He is ducking that smoke for real. And he ducked Kell Brook again. Now Kell Brook has a chance if he takes it to fight Jeff Horn, but because Jeff Horn is a big welterweight, Kell Brook is a big welterweight. They might even fight at 154. They fight at 154. That's an interesting matchup. Jeff Horn is hittable, but he hits. Kell Brook is a better boxer, probably better timing, but he can get hit as well. We're going to see how this is going to go down. Guys, this is your boy T. That was Blazing Sports. Got to call this guy back about this card. Not good news for me. Let's go from there. Again, it's your boy T-Dub. Here it is. was Blazing Sports.